Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Russian Grand Prix, round 8 of this PRL season, and we have provisional pole. It wouldn't last long though, because Forza Alonso took it. On our second lap, we are well up on the delta. Unfortunately, I go a bit deep into this next corner though, and lose most of that time, as you can see there, looking up in the top right. By the end of the lap, we do improve. However, thanks Jeff, and by the end of the session we do get one final lap in, and it is good enough for our third pole of the season, just shading Forza Alonso, with Mebbe and DSZ man making up the second row. Shocking qualifying for my teammate, however he is on a soft tyre, so Dubzzy may be coming through the field, got to look out for that. Off the start, surprisingly, not such a bad one for me, and in fact Mystic, or Forza Alonso as he's now known, is still behind. This is very close though into turn 1. Looks like there's a car making it 3 wide. I've outbraked them both though and nut cut the corner. Looks like we have a little bit of a gap as well, so that's worked out perfectly, and we're still first of 18. Towards the end of the lap, Mystic comes down the inside, makes contact, and I can't turn. It made me go straight. Luckily we didn't spin out. In fact, he goes across the corner and gets himself a penalty of some description, which affected him in his pit stop unfortunately, and he also drops down to third. That was very close. I think I gave enough space until I got hit, and then obviously I went straight. We try and get away. Mebbe, importantly for the championship, disconnects. That means not only will he not be able to catch Dubzzy, but I think I might jump him if I come first or second. By lap 8 I believe this is, Forza Alonso has caught back up, so he's a little bit quicker on the super softs compared to myself. Certainly at this stage they're starting to go, so I'm having to defend quite hard, as you can see. Very defensive line there, just enough space for him, and look how close he is. That Haas can definitely read every sponsor on the front of his car. Still taking defensive lines, and into this corner I'm very weak. This is possibly the best chance for him to make an overtake. So I had to take more defensive lines. This time there was no contact, unlike lap 1. Now onto the front straight. This is a DRS zone, and you can see the benefit he's got. He's actually passed us. We need to outbrake him and hopefully make the corner, which we just about do. He smartly backed out of that. So still in front, but just by the skin of our teeth. This is very hairy stuff. Still taking defensive lines. Kind of unsure how we're not losing time to third. Oh, you saw the arrow go to the inside there for that sweeper. Just enough space for him and he had to back out of it. Now we're coming up on lap traffic. Hopefully this won't slow me down. It's a bit all over the place. I'm not sure if that's lag or whatnot. We have DRS, but this is a lot closer than I'd like Forza Alonso to be. Possibly his best opportunity, even though we have the rear wing open. You can see his arrows, he's next to us. He thinks better of it, maybe wanting to wait for the pit stops or the next stint. Talking of pit stops, here he is, he's pitting on lap 11. That's a bit earlier than I anticipated. I thought we'd try and extend these tyres right until they were about to die. I cover him off by going the next lap. And I'm going to come out in second behind my teammate who's yet to pit. DSZ man also pit that lap, so Forza Alonso is up to third. But you can see his dot on the map not very close to us, as Aaron's fastest lap, which means he either had to change his wing or suffered a stop and go penalty. I later found out it was the stop and go penalty. Teammate in the pits, you saw that on the screen there, and the yellow dot signifies that Dubzzy is pitted, giving us the lead. We have a 4-second lead over Forza Alonso, and with the fastest lap we start to pull away. We didn't retain that obviously because Dubzzy and a couple of other guys finished the race on super softs. I was by myself for the rest of the race, other than lapping some cars, including my former teammate KWP, and by the end we're going to win our second race of the season and move up to second in the championship. So a great race for Mercedes as Dubzzy comes back from a low position on the grid to take third position on the podium. Forza Alonso second. What a great race. See you guys next time in Brazil.